Alexander the Great, also known as Alexander III of Macedon, is one of the greatest military leaders in history. Born in 356 BCE in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia, he was the son of King Philip II of Macedon and Queen Olympias. Alexander received his education from the famous philosopher Aristotle, learning about science, philosophy, and the arts. This deep education significantly shaped his character and helped him become the legendary leader known to history. Alexander's early life and ascension to the throne. From a young age, Alexander exhibited signs of leadership and sharp intellect. In 336 BCE, his father Philip II was assassinated, and Alexander ascended to the throne at the age of 20. Upon taking power, Alexander faced significant challenges from barbarian tribes and internal revolts within Macedonia, but he swiftly and forcefully suppressed them, demonstrating his military prowess and leadership abilities. The campaign against the Persian Empire after consolidating his rule in Macedonia and Greece, Alexander turned his attention to fulfilling his father's dream of conquering the Persian Empire. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed the Hellespont, modern-day Dardanelles, with an army of about 50,000 men and entered Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey. Alexander won a significant victory at the Battle of the Granicus River, opening the gates to Asia Minor. The Battle of Issus in 333 BCE, Alexander faced the Persian king Darius III at the Battle of Issus. Despite the overwhelming numerical superiority of the Persians, Alexander achieved a decisive victory due to his exceptional military strategies and personal bravery in battle. Darius fled the battlefield, leaving his family and treasures behind. The conquest of Egypt, following the Battle of Issus, Alexander turned south towards Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator from Persian rule. In 332 BCE, Alexander entered Egypt without much resistance. In Egypt, he founded the city of Alexandria, which later became a significant cultural and scientific center in the ancient world. Alexander was declared pharaoh of Egypt and was crowned in the temple of Amun at the Siwa Oasis. The Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE. Alexander fought his grand battle against Darius III at Gaugamela, near present-day Mosul in Iraq. This battle was the final chapter in Alexander's conflict with the Persian Empire. Using his brilliant military tactics and ability to innovate on the battlefield, Alexander achieved a decisive victory over the Persians once again. After this defeat, Darius retreated to the eastern regions of his empire before being assassinated by one of his officers. The expansion of the empire after the Battle of Gaugamela, Alexander continued his conquests eastward, capturing Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire, where he set the city ablaze in revenge for the Persian destruction of ancient Athens. Alexander continued his advance into modern-day Afghanistan and Central Asia, facing stiff resistance from local tribes. The Indian campaign in 326 BCE, Alexander led his army into India, where he fought one of his fiercest battles against King Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes River. Despite Porus's numerical superiority and his use of war elephants, Alexander managed to achieve victory through his superior tactics and decisive leadership. After the battle, Alexander was impressed by Porus's bravery and kept him as a ruler of his kingdom, establishing friendly relations with him. Returned to Babylon and Alexander's death, after the Indian campaign, Alexander's army was exhausted and his soldiers demanded to return home. Alexander acceded to their wishes and returned to Babylon in 323 BCE, where he began planning new projects, including the conquest of the Arabian Peninsula. However, his health suddenly deteriorated, and he died in Babylon on June 10, 323 BCE, at the age of 32, leaving his vast empire